towns up here in Ohio are Amish, a little horse and buggy kind of town. Pretty cool little towns, man. I would have missed all of this if I was on the turnpike. And I'm 20 miles away from my delivery. And it was worth it. Although it took me another 2 hours to make it to my destination. But it was worth it. To me, I liked it. Checking out the old countryside. I've talked to a couple Amish people here, and they're pretty friendly. If the power grid ever goes out, they wouldn't even know anything about it. These guys still got lanterns in their house, and they got an outhouse. I suppose that'd be a good backup. You know, if you're rich, you got your own little house in the back with your lanterns, your wood-burning fireplace, and your own little outhouse in the backyard. But if I had an outhouse in the backyard, I'd make it the best damn outhouse there ever was. You know, really nice. So, I think it's okay. I think that's kind of a good idea. If the grid ever goes down, you don't got nothing to worry about. I'm stocking full of toilet paper, though. I don't want no corn cobs in there to wipe my butt with. I see some of these old outhouses, you know, growing up and shit. You go out and take a leak in the outhouse, and there's a little thing next to the outhouse toilet full of corn cobs that have been shucked, you know, because they're real soft. I guess that was what they use it for, wiping their butt with. You know, but hey, whatever, you know. But I think it's great to have that kind of stuff. Just in case the grid goes down, you won't be affected, really. And you never know. A solar flare could knock the grid in. You know, it doesn't have to be from another country sending over one of those pulse weapons that knocks the grid out. A solar flare can knock the grid out from the sun. You know, and it'd be kind of good to have that kind of security. You know, if I get a place that I'd definitely like to have a modern day outhouse and solar panels and wood burning stove, a bunch of candles. And I already got candles, but I get much more. And I got lanterns, but I'll probably get more lanterns. I got a bunch of stuff like survival stuff already. I got those purifying straws. I probably got a half dozen of those things. You can go right up to the creek and just, you know, use that straw and get a big old drink out of the creek, and it purifies the water right then and there, like 99.9%. And I got about a half dozen of those, at least a half dozen of those straws. I got one in here in the truck. I got survival stuff in this truck right now. I got a recurve bow in here that breaks down into 3 pieces. I got broad tip arrow screw-on broad tips, and I got about 6 regular arrows that unscrew the tips, you know, to screw on the broad tips. And I got a Rambo survival knife that has a compass and some fishing line and shit. But I got a whole spool of fishing line in here, like a whole spool, I think 10 pound, and I got 2 of them actually. I think I got a 10 and 20 pound, and I got some sinkers and hooks. I don't have a fishing rod, but you know, if you're surviving off the land and I'm trying to walk, you know, if there's a solar flare that knocked out the power grid and I got to walk back to Park City, I don't need all that shit to carry back. I'll just I got a fishing line, hooks and sinkers, and I got a backpack to put stuff in. You know, I can get a stick, you know, a pretty good stick, and I can fire harden that sucker on a campfire, you know, make it really hard. And there you go. I got me a pole, fishing pole, you know, like the old timers would fish with, and I'd take that with me, you know, on my way back if I had to walk back to Park City, you know, which would absolutely suck. But you know, I got a little pellet gun, handgun. I got a hatchet in here that hooks on. I can wear around my belt. I got a medieval axe I can wear. I can hook it onto my backpack. I even got a goddamn samurai sword in here. I don't know if I'd take all that with me walking back, but definitely my bow and arrows. Yeah, I got some cool survival stuff. If it hit the fan, I got like that water filtration device. You can take a drink out of muddy water and it just purifies it, you know. And I got a little canteen. It's stainless steel. I can fill that up with bandana, so I can just put that bandana around the hole and just dip it down in the water, so there's nothing getting in there, just water, you know. And then I can just sit that next to a campfire and let it boil for about 10 minutes or whatever. They recommend 5 minutes, but I'd probably do it for 10. And then you got some drinking water there. That'll just kill off any kind of stuff in the water that can make you sick. You know, you don't want to be trying to walk home with dietary where you got to take a crap every five minutes. That would suck. You get dehydrated for one thing, and then it can kill you for number two. But I definitely got survival stuff in here, and I got a whole bunch at my house. It's good to have stuff like that. If shit hits the fan, it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. You know what I mean? All right. 18 miles away from my destination to drop off the last of these safes. Then I'm gonna go to my other stop to pick up the load to go to California.